Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today I am opening up a package sent to me by Wizards of the Coast. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything today, so I cut the box open just because the shipping label and everything was right on the seam of where you'd open up the box. So I honestly don't know what's in here. It seems a little early for the stuff that we were discussing, but let's just go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. Oh, okay, holy. Okay, now I know what it is. So this is massive actually. So this is the expansion for Dungeon Mayhem. This is the Monster Madness set. And I guess just for comparison, let me just grab because I have the other stuff actually pretty handy. So, like I said, this is the expansion with the monster set. I don't know if maybe this is meant to be a standalone game actually, or a standalone version of it. But just for scale, here is the expansion for Battle at Baldur's Gate, or Battle for Baldur's Gate, with Minsc, Boo, and the Druid, whose name I always forget. And then there is the package of the original game. So as you can see, pretty large box here. So I'm interested to see sort of what's all inside. There is a little bit of information given to me here, just some basic details about the deck, or what's in the set. Alright, so inside of the package was Dungeon Mayhem Monster Madness. And this is way bigger a package or box than I was expecting. Just for scale purposes, I had the other Dungeon Mayhem stuff handy. So this is the size of the Battle for Baldur's Gate expansion, which introduced 2 new characters, and this is the original game itself, which had 4 characters in there that you could play. And as you can see, like, this is much bigger actually. I'm kind of surprised by this. So that was what was in the box here today. So let's just take a look at the back here. This will be available on February 28th, so it is coming out at the end of the month. So I'm not going to open it or do the unboxing portion of it in this video. I will have the unboxing available come February 28th, just because there is a thing here. There was a bit of there was some information that came with it as well, and it does specify that it's available February 28th. So I know that there's Wizards of the Coast hasn't necessarily specified, but I have heard of other companies, and I do work with other companies that actually do request that you don't release videos on a subject until it is officially available. I know like video game companies do it all the time, and with Paizo I did receive Pathfinder 2nd edition stuff a few weeks early, and they had requested that no videos go out until the release date. So I have had people ask why I wait until street date for releasing stuff when it gets sent to me, and that's basically the reason. It's standard practice for a lot of companies, and just because it's not specified here, I don't necessarily feel comfortable going against that sort of thing, right? Like, I don't feel comfortable releasing stuff ahead of time. The videos that I've done in the past where it was prior to the release date, those were all things that I picked up at stores. So they were either I either got them through Chapters, which is our big retail bookstore chain in Canada, or through my local game store. But since these aren't on the shelves anywhere yet, I'm not going to be doing the unboxing for this video, but I just wanted to take a second to sort of explain that because I have had people ask me about that in the past. We will look at the back of the box though, because like this is a pretty massive sized box, and I'm curious to see what is all in here. So, it says in Dungeon Mayhem Monster Madness, you play as one of 6 epic D&D monsters, each with their own charm, crush, disintegrate, with each their own way. I gotta stop trying to read this through the viewfinder. To charm, crush, disintegrate, and devour their foes. Pit these cunning creatures against any other Dungeon Mayhem deck, and store all your cards in this monster-sized box. Okay, so this is actually designed to have everything in here, and I kind of like that. I think that's actually a really nice feature. So inside there are 6 28-card decks, 6 hit point trackers, 6 reference cards, 12 damage tokens, 12 divider cards, which is cool, 12 hit point tokens, 1 rule sheet, 1 token storage box, okay, and with 6 player rules. Awesome. So yeah, this is really, really cool, and again, the box itself just looks awesome. Some of my favorite creatures of all time are depicted here. I love the owlbear with like the party hat on, or the female beholder. Honestly, I don't know if this is deliberate or not, but this reminds me of one of the old Dragon magazines from, I think it was like the 90s, which was one of the the April Fool's edition, right? Every April they would have some sort of like joke issue. And the front cover, I wish I had the issue, I really do, because it was just so awesome looking. But you had this guy sort of like down on his one knee, and he's giving this bouquet of flowers, I think it was, to this female beholder, this pink beholder with like the full lips and everything. And that's what this reminds me of. You also have the very dapper looking Mind Flayer. You have the Mimic, the well-dressed, the sharply dressed red dragon. And that gelatinous cube is absolutely adorable on one picture, and kind of terrifying on that one. And then, of course, you have the Mimic masking itself as an apple pie. So, anyway, that is what was sent to me today. Since I have the camera rolling, actually, I do have a couple of other pickups that I may as well get into here in a second. So let me just grab those, and I will be right back. So, in addition to this Monster Madness package, which just came in the mail for me today, I also picked up from my local game store issue number 2 of the Dungeons & Dragons Infernal Tides comic series. So this is the one that sort of is following the Descent into Avernus story, but it has everyone's favorite ranger and miniature gigantic space hamster. I haven't read it yet, actually. I just got back from picking this up not that long ago. But I'm looking forward to going through this one as well. Anything with Minsc in it I absolutely love, so it's cool to have that there. And then the last couple of items are all related to the Call of Cthulhu. So up first, we have the Call of Cthulhu Keeper screen. So this is basically the Game Master screen. I recorded an opening video, which honestly I'm not overly happy with. I kind of found myself getting a little, I guess, overly excited, and it ended up getting more rambly than my videos normally are, since like none of my stuff is scripted. So I'm actually going to be re-recording that, and that video will be out probably on Monday. But in addition to that, I also, when I picked up that Infernal Tides comic, I also got from my local game store the Call of Cthulhu Keeper book. And on the day that I am recording this, I am actually going to be running a Call of Cthulhu game for some friends. So I'm really looking forward to that. I will probably be using the quick start rules from the starter set, along with the ready-made characters. But if they like it, I might transition them away from the Starfinder game that I was running into a game of this, because I kind of want to run this a little bit more in where I have less room available to me at home to run stuff, like smaller table, less room to move around. Having a game where it's not as combat heavy or dependent on stuff like combat grids or miniatures I think is something that I kind of want to get into, and I've been really excited about the Call of Cthulhu stuff since I ordered the starter set. So now I have basically everything that I could possibly need to run the game. I still do want to get the Investigator's Handbook at some point in the very near future. It's not an essential thing, but it would be cool to have that as well. So anyway, those were some recent pickups, along with the package that was sent to me. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, come back on February 28th, and I will have my unboxing video, product opening and everything, for the Dungeon Mayhem Monster Madness box set. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care.